And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Gem of the Crypto, episode 980. Today is Monday, July 11, 2022, and I'm King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish in today's top stories, U.S. crypto regulation bill aims to bring greater clarity to DAOs. CoinFLEX to begin arbitration for $84 million recovery and open limited withdrawals. Volume surges 205% in Axie revival as co-founder claims this project is healing. Celsius changes legal team, pays off $20 million in Aave debts, and more. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what is going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So let's take a look at our prices for today. Bitcoin sitting at $20,515, down 0.22%. Ethereum at $1,145, down 0.16%. Binance Coin at 232 is down 0.12% today. XRP at 32 cents is down 43.43% today. Cardano at 44 cents is down 0.53%. Solana sitting at 35.34 is up 0.3%. And rounding out our top 10 is Dogecoin at 6 cents, not moving a lot, down 0.08%. And our trending tokens for today, Bitbox token, Terra Classic somehow still trending, and Kunsi coin. Recently added Dashley crystals, Sincere Doge DAO, and Golden Gold. So yeah, just keep the train rolling with the Doge and Shibas. I'm pretty sure they just copy and pasting at this point.
All the good stuff out there, huh?
Yeah, some gems out there, right?
Really quick, want to give some shout outs to Trekker 2Ks for that Monday morning weekend crypto show he started us up with, as well as Stack. Of course, they came on and started talking about the Bitcoin battles and TA things ahead. So make sure you checked out those two shows. Also want to give a quick shout out to today's show sponsor. Big thank you to iCoinTechnology.com. Of course, iCoin wallets up to 50% off right now for their 4th of July sale going into the end of this week, July 15th. So expect to see more talk about this. During this 4th of July sale, you can get everything half off. That's right. Save 50% on the iCoin hardware wallet, marked down from $199 to $99, and save, save over half on the bundle, the wallet and printer bundle, which is $249 down to $175. Again, for all those who are playing around this DeFi space, or even actually going on and off these centralized exchanges, you don't want to keep your crypto there. So as you can see, you can get this iCoin wallet or the iCoin wallet and printer bundle, both of which we reviewed on the channel, and both also available in the Verizon wireless store. This is a promotion with Verizon wireless as well. So shout out to iCoinTechnology.com. Make sure you check them out if you're in need of a hardware wallet. Okay, quick shout outs before we get the show started as well. What's going on? Chemo and Crypto, Virgo, L Unico, Satoshi Slim, KB, Just Call Me L, JG Wentworth, Wyatt, Try It, Jake Fever, Shada Zulu, Daryl White, Wendy Nichols, Satoshi Slim. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see. Jake Fever said, heard folks is making money shorting alts all day. 95% dip, definitely going to 99%. Hilarious.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
We'll be talking about some alts today, so we'll see if that's happening as well. CD said M1 rolling out crypto pie. LOL. What do they mean by that? What's going on M1? What's M1?
Probably just a basket of different cryptos where you can actually invest in it. Probably something like that. Yeah, okay. like a crypto index fund type thing.
Hey, listen, I told you I'm hype about this new MacBook. The only M1s I know are pros, and it's coming out of Apple. Okay. Jake Fever, what's going on? Jake Fever said, cop that iCoin wallet with the printer. I'll bring mine back on Wednesday up so you all can check it out. But yes, like I'll say a lot of people have gotten these iCoin wallets in our community, and so far so good. I haven't heard any complaints, so that's a good thing. And then again, they're in Verizon wireless store as well. So the entire United States has access to them at this point. Shout out to iCoin Technology. Great partnership. All right. U.S. crypto regulation bill aims to bring greater clarity to the DAOs. That's right. The Responsible Financial Innovation Act. Oh my goodness. Can you even be responsible and innovate at the same time? I don't know. Proposes a comprehensive set of regulations for the digital asset sector, and one potentially impactful section is DAOs. Oh my goodness. We kind of knew this was coming. I mean, any place in crypto that can aggregate funds, value, capital, you better believe they're going to try to regulate it. But on June 7th, United States Senator Cynthia Lummis and Kirsten Gillibrand launched the much anticipated Responsible Financial Innovation Act, proposing a comprehensive set of regulations that address some of the biggest questions facing the digital asset sector. By providing holistic guidance to the rapidly growing industry, the bill offers a bipartisan response to President Biden's call for a whole of government approach to regulating crypto. President Joe Biden in the Situation Room at the White House. Here he is. Oh yeah, you could tell he's thinking hard.
Yeah,
like people, for somebody who's
definitely staged.
Thank you. I was just about to say it. Like for somebody who's actually worked PR for the military and like have done this type of work, come on, like, come on. Who? Oh, is that what you're saying to me? Oh, that's amazing, amazing. Like no one sits like this and have a conversation, bro. This is hilarious. But among his many proposals, the bill establishes basic definitions, provides an exemption for digital currency transactions, and as they say, harmonizes the roles of Securities and Exchange Commissions and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, delineating regulatory swim lanes and granting a significant jurisdictional expansion to the CFTC. I mean, honestly, they're saying this bill is being seen as an invitation for more dialogue, but so far I've seen a lot of things being dictated more than anything. But what are your thoughts on this bill and some of the things that are going on in the DAO space and regulating it?
Oh yeah, so DAOs are one of the biggest topics of discussion in this bill. As it says here, one of the most hotly debated and potentially impactful sections of the legislation pertains to decentralized autonomous organizations. First word being decentralized. However, this is their place because we're about to have centralized DAOs. That's basically all it means to me. The act
don't be called chow.
Yeah, chows. Hey, somebody go steal our word. It'll be on Cointelegraph.
We about to see chow in no time. Here we go.
In no time. Yeah, I see CDFI everywhere now. But the funny thing is, decentralized autonomous organizations are supposedly built for people to join willingly if they want. You can vote, you can make suggestions, all things based on the tokens that you purchase. In theory, it is to me a great way for people to make decisions about whatever project they're interested in. However, when you have a collection of money and you have a treasury and they ain't got a piece of it, you already know they're coming. They got to come and make their rounds. And I was just watching The Sopranos last night. That's the thing. When the mob shows up with the bat talking about we need our money, then you got to do it. So
a baseball bat in one hand and a bag of peanuts snacking them in the other hand. So sunflower seeds, spin them out. So how are you guys been doing good over here in this corner? Like how you built it up.
Yeah, and that's literally what they do. They wait for you to build up the treasury. Because I mean, if they had a DAO, if the DAO industry was less than 100 million, nobody would even be talking about it.
And that's my point about so much of this stuff. If it's less than, man. If it's less than 200 million, people ain't talking about it. It's crazy. Like as soon as it makes some money, all of a sudden it's the thing to do.
I told you, man. Hey, this is extortion at the highest level. However, Cynthia Lummis and what's her name here? Kate Gillibrand, whatever. I don't know her name, but they are basically trying to bridge the gap between government and DAOs, government and crypto, government and whatever else. The one thing I've always said is that, like it says in this article, it will spark a conversation and a debate. Y'all talk too much. Damn, that's why it takes so long. How long would this one go? Because they just started. ICOs took what, 3 years for them to start taking people down? DAOs was going to take another 3 years. They sit and talk. Bureaucracy is slow. However, this is exactly what they want to happen. They want to have broad regulation across the whole industry, so that people have regulatory clarity. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these big DAOs or people that have made a lot of money in the DAO or whatnot, they're probably easiest to take down simply because they don't really have any way to regulate it. So they're just gonna do blanket regulation. Oh, all DAOs, you gotta pay this, or if you're a part of a DAO, it's gonna be in the tax code at some point. So it just takes too long with bureaucracy.
It'll definitely be in the tax code, but here's what's interesting about it. And this is why what's hilarious. The Responsible Regulation or Innovation Act, wherever, Responsible Innovation Act, whatever they call it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, this is why you cannot regulate while you're trying to innovate at the exact same time. Mm-hmm. Essentially, to me, and this is literally just off the top of my head right now, all a DAO is a metamorphosis, a transformation of what ICOs were. They tried to regulate ICOs as they were happening. They turned literally at the end of 2017. ICOs got big in 2017. They were there in 2016, but they got big in 2017. And literally by the end of 2017, going into 2018, it was like, well, STOs are nothing. DAOs have been around now for a year. People, we're talking 12, like a little, like 14 calendar months. This thing has been around, and they're already same thing. Oh, you made a bunch of money, time to regulate. Fine. I'm telling you, the same thing's going to happen. A DAO will dissipate as soon as they overregulate it, and there will be a new buzzword for a new way to aggregate funds and capital. Here's the thing that's not going away, which is why I love the technology of Bitcoin and crypto in general, where the government can't get around their head. There is no longer telling people what to do with their value in capital, where it is, what to do with it, where it's going to go, how to store it. Like, this is a thing of the past. Now they're still trying to do it, and it's still working because, you know, it's taking some people to break free from these chains. But as more and more people realize, wow, they have to keep asking us and keep coming up with task forces and regulations and so on and so forth, literally to get a hold of our value that we haven't done anything negative with, then there's something wrong with this picture. I think more people are going to start waking up to it, and they're going to push back. But regardless, before that pushback happens, I want to give a big hand clap and a shout out to the American government for being who we always are, the realest, truest gangsters out there. Let's go ahead and take a scene from Marlo, The Wire. This is the American government right here with the DAO. This is the American government when it comes to DAOs, ICOs, like you said, anything that touches 100 million plus in crypto. This is the American government right here, pulling up an SUV. Here it is, folks.
Pandemic.
This is American government right here. Oh, what's going on over here? Y'all got a little storefront going. Y'all selling? Y'all making plays? It's American government, vice president.
That's Kamala that was driving.
You know, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, here we go.
He ain't take no handouts, but he working for it. So, man, that did good with this spot. You a rightful hustler. What's your name again, man? Boney? Biddy?
The government don't get your name right. What y'all do? ICOs, STOs? Y'all doing Bitcoin, crypto? What you, Elon Musk Floki token?
You know my name. Yeah. But now here's the thing. This spot all built up and shit, we need it, yo.
That's the go. Hey, that's the government. ICO, this DAO shit all built up. Yeah, we need that, yo.
This spot all built up and shit, we need it, yo. Yeah.
What?
Two choices. Start taking on packages or you can step off. My man Chris gonna holler at you, all right? And you tell him what it need be.
American government, folks. Don't get no better than that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and hey, that's the police and military looking at you like, oh, okay, we thought you weren't gonna pay that tax. All right, just making sure. Like you said, there go Kamala. Hey, what's up?
I don't know more about that boy right there.
Ooh, people, that is the American government right there.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Marlo Stanfield, The Wire. I mean,
best show of all time, The Wire, baby.
Is this simple when it comes to the government and crypto right now?
From here on, nothing goes down unless I'm involved. No blackjack, no dope deals, no nothing. A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in.
It just is what it is. It's okay. It's okay. This is what a real democracy look like. We love it. All right. With all that being said, let's go ahead and talk about CoinFLEX. They're beginning arbitration for $84 million. Recovery and open limited withdrawals. That's right. CoinFLEX is moving to quickly retrieve as much liquidity as it can from a debacle that left it $84 million short due to a delinquent account held by an unnamed whale. What's going on with this CoinFLEX story, and why are they trying to blame somebody else? What's happening here?
Oh, man. Yeah, as I say, CoinFLEX, along with a bunch of exchanges, the trickle-down effect from the Three Arrows Capital. We saw Voyager went bankrupt. I mean, we're literally seeing a lot of the industry fall apart right now, simply because they can't, move money and they don't have liquidity. But in CoinFLEX's situation, they're moving forward with his plan to reclaim $84 million in funds. They started arbitration procedures in Hong Kong against an individual account holder. It was basically a rumor that it was Bitcoin Jesus, aka Roger Ver. However, the co-founders in their Saturday announcement said, basically, we have commenced arbitration in Hong Kong for the recovery of the $84 million, as the individual has a legal obligation under the agreement to pay and has refused to do so. This could take up to 12 months to get a judgment in Hong Kong. Thereafter, we will be able to enforce that judgment against his worldwide assets. So they didn't name this large individual customer. They thought it was Roger Ver. But we will see who it is. I guess they have to name them after a while because of deliberation. So CoinFLEX, I mean, Babel Finance, Voyager, Three Arrows Capital. I mean, a lot of the big exchanges are having a liquidity crunch. And now here come the lawsuits. Just like we said with Crypto Blood, you can tell it's a bear market because here come the lawsuits.
Yep, there it is. There it is. And it's crazy after this too. Like, and again, shout out to iCoin Technology and these hardware wallets. Like, this is why we actually were looking for somebody to partner with for hardware wallets. We talk about no keys, no cheese, talking about moving things out the exchanges. Like, I mean, literally, if you have more than a couple $100 on all these centralized exchanges or any of them, then you have to buy a hardware wallet, people. Like, you literally have to get your capital, your value off of these exchanges and centralized spaces, because I mean, we've said it for forever. I'm actually glad this year happened. I mean, I hate that so many people had to take these losses, but I think it was a good reminder and lesson of this industry that, yes, every major player that is centralized can go down and probably will go down, because this entire space is designed so that nothing is centralized. Like, there's people, a part of cryptography and an inherent part of cryptography is that there are hackers. There are smart people online in the digital space that know how to make moves. If you're already entering a space where it's understood the knowledge that people have in computing are higher than everyone else's, then you should just follow the ethos of that community, and that's decentralization. It's like that's the reason for it. Like, whenever you centralize things in this space, like, you are literally welcoming every hacker, every major player that wants to arbitrage against you or do whatever. You are welcoming them to shut you down. And like, literally, the longer you go on, I don't know, to me, it just becomes a bigger risk. But outside of a handful of people, I don't think there's even too many people that's been left unscathed on the centralized side of things. I mean, just thinking off the top of my head.
Yeah, not right now. It'll take some months to clean up everything, but definitely everybody's been touched a little bit, even Coinbase.
And see, I was going to say it too. I was like, even Coinbase, even if you don't want to say, well, technically, you know, they haven't had the same type of liquidity or insolvency issue from buying the wrong project. They have it from overvaluing themselves. So even them, I mean, them laying off 150 employees, everyone's going through something right now. I tell you who's not going through something, apparently. I have no clue why. This is the dumb money and the craziness of the crypto market, but volume surges 205% in Axie revival as co-founder claims project is healing. That's right. He wanted to go with that Vivica, that Jada Pinkett Smith red table talk. He was like, listen, guys, we know it looked like a scam. We know we told everybody after it was considered play to earn that it's play and you can earn, whatever the hell he said. But we just want you all to know that we're healing together. Hell no, it's much zeros and ones. We're talking about value, capital. This is easy. This is binary. This is no healing going on, but people are falling for it. That's right. Interest in Axie Infinity appears to be picking up again following the launch of its new NFT land staking feature and ongoing upgrades to the Origin Battle game mode. Now, I'm going to say this, even though I know there are going to be people in the comments today and on Twitter and stuff saying, you guys don't know what you're talking about. You're just mad because you're not getting back in Axie at the right time. But here's the deal. Axie just crashed after the Ronin. Of course, we could kind of blame it on that Ronin hack or whatever, exploit, $630 million, whatever. So we can say that maybe it wasn't Axie in of itself that would have failed. But since, you know, whatever blockchain, everything else they were operating on, since that got exploited, that could have been some of the capital they needed to stay alive. Who knows? But the point is, Axie Infinity went down. Co-founders comes out and said this was never a play to earn game. This was a play and you could earn a game or something, whatever he said, which was his way off messaging. And now, and the third thing, we got something new for you. We have this new land stake. People, I can't believe people are putting capital back into this. Their old staking features just didn't work, apparently, right? Now they got a new one. I don't know what's going on here, but again, I don't know why we're calling it play to earn, since they already said it wasn't a play to earn thing. But Axie Infinity appears to be on the mend, with its NFT sales pumping 205% over the past 7 days. The project's co-founder Jeff Zierlein echoed such sentiments via Twitter on Friday after he stated the project was in healing in reference to the strong adoption of NFT land staking, the Ronin bridge being back up, and a notable uptick of game downloads and NFT sales. I mean, hey, I don't know. Maybe this is a good thing. Everybody goes through something, right? Maybe they're back stronger. But what are your thoughts on this in general?
Oh man, this reminds me of good old 3-card Monty. You bring in fake people to make it seem like you're winning. Then when you come over, you get your ass kicked. And then when you walk away, you hear people cheering, they winning again. So you're like, maybe I should go back and try and get my money. No, they're literally, I wouldn't be surprised if they find out that most of this new volume is them or their own people making it seem like it's more volume. Hey, look at all this volume that's coming. We started staking July 4th. I don't believe it for one sec. However, the thing is, if it is recovering organically and people want to play the game, then it will succeed. But again, it seems to me that they just basically was like, oh, well, if you lost money before, come earn it back the second time. And it's literally, you're going to go further and further down the hole until you're sitting there and you done lost your shirt. So hopefully it doesn't go away completely, because I think these play to earn games, somebody said play for the love of the game. They ain't playing to earn nothing. I think that industry has a chance with kids. You know, it's still going to take some time to develop, maybe 2 or 3 years. However, at this current stage right now, it is not ready for full-time mainstream production, and them along with other games are trying to get their feet wet. So we'll see how it progresses. But I mean, we saw Terra surge a few 100% when they came back with the new stable coin or the new whatever. So that volume can be faked, people. So just remember that. True. And it's been faked across every exchange I know. Every single exchange I've ever seen when they do deep dives on volume. Some of it's fake until it's just fake until you make it, and then when the volume actually picks up, then that's when they can report those numbers. So hey, everybody does it. Even Twitter, you saw them bots. Elon was like, this volume is fake. Not buying it. I mean, it's literally just a part of the game. So we'll see what happens from here.
Well, that's where it's like this is funny. I'm over here looking at the comments. I'm trying to get something out, and then I see the comments. Ghetto GETTO crypto say, I just seen the video of his son in the house weighing his crack purchase. Dude's son is gone. I didn't know who he's talking about.
Oh,
I remember he's talking about the president.
Had them pieces, boy.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Hey, they all trashing me. Let's be clear. Again, both sides of the aisle. I really don't like none of them. I didn't like the last one, the one before that, or the ones before that either. I probably won't like the next one's coming either. So I'm not on either side. I know you all get triggered. But what I will say is the guy you all voted for this last time, President Biden, didn't he, like, I just want to make sure I'm because I don't pay attention to the news, like politics and stuff more. I just want to make sure. Didn't he pass some type of bill or something where you can get like money or something, or you can get crack pipes, right? Yeah. He passed something where you can get crack pipes. And everybody was like, why would he do that? Like, he's trying to go after inner city people. And it's like, no, this is nepotism. He's helping out the son here, folks. Like, this is no different than George Bush Jr. making sure the oil fields were taking care of Texas. It's no different, than every president has their little thing. Yeah, I get it. His family is into, you know what I'm saying? He like, look, my kid's going to be doing drugs. I want to make sure they do the best ones out there and they got the cleanest versions of them. So
he wasn't saying that in the 80s and 90s.
Hilarious. I didn't see that video, but they said his son was in the house weighing up his crack purchase. That's hilarious. No, people, like, literally our president's son's a crackhead. Like, let's just throw it out there. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, we live in an upside down world right now. Literally
crazy. And what's worse is these people are saying, if you don't listen to us, we'll either A, kidnap you and throw you in prison, or B, we'll just kill you. And everyone listens. Oh man.
Smoke crack, don't you?
Huh?
Smoke crack, don't you?
Right.
They used to call me Chris. No, now they call me Batman.
What else do we have going on? This funny. Yep, they said, like Wyatt tried to say, the government be hella disrespectful, then be like, I'm gonna need that. Everybody was laughing at that the wire thing we put up there. I mean, literally, it's been working the same way. Oh, y'all got DAOs? SUV pull up Tuesday night, a bill come out Wednesday morning. In the bill, hey, we're gonna need a piece of that tax. All right, we're gonna need some of that. All right, what else do we have going on? Celsius is in the news again. Woo! I'll tell you, listen, shout out to Celsius. Celsius is going through it, but at the very least, they're still trying to go through it. Like, you had to give Celsius some credit. I don't, who knows? I don't want to wish the bad blood. I don't think they'll make it out. I don't even want to say it the first time. I would say it would be very difficult for them to make it out of this thing alive. I'm not saying that they can't, because they did have a lot of great partnerships, a lot of great people they can lean on for liquidity, but these numbers are crazy. But again, I would give Celsius a hand clap for at least attempting to make things as right as possible, at least with the platforms. I'm not sure if they're actually making it right with the people on the actual platform, but the embattled platform continues to wind down its debts to DeFi lending protocols, having paid off $20 million, 20 million USDC to Aave. What's going on with Celsius? What are the updates? And yeah, how is this working with these new legal teams, payoffs? What is going on in Celsius land?
Oh, yeah. So according to a report from Wall Street Journal, the company has hired lawyers to advise on options, including a bankruptcy filing in place of the previously hired law firm, Kirkland & Ellis. They have basically taken the job as their advisors. And the law firm has also been tapped for the bankruptcy counsel for Voyager Digital, which we just discussed on July 5th, days after pausing trading, withdrawals, and deposits on liquidity issues. So once again, like I said, if you're looking at these exchanges, it's pretty much every single one. And then here comes the litigation. They did pay off 20 million in USDC to Aave, and the latest loan repayment was picked up by Blockchain Analytics Sunday, so you can actually see that has been paid off. Now, from this point going forward, like you said, Celsius, they're trying to work their way out. Who knows how they're going to deal with retail, but for the most part, if you have money on these exchanges, or if you're trying to do business with these exchanges, it's like a complete push away. Like, nah, you can't, because you only really get one chance in this industry, or your or your reputation is shot unless you rebrand and the next group of newbies don't know who you are.
Yeah. You froze up a little bit. That's what I was. You good? Okay, you froze up a little bit. I was gonna pick it up, but you froze. No, that's what I was gonna say. So I saw that funny comment last time. Is again, you know, when we look at all these things, whether it's Axie Infinity, DAOs, ICOs, what are these things? NFTs. When we look at all the new things and pieces of technology in this space, again, a large part of cryptocurrency people and Bitcoin cryptography is to be decentralized for these very reasons. But is there a lifespan on centralized operations in this space anyway? Is this something we might need to be looking at when we see a new project, especially if it's wildly successful, and we just go ahead and automatically assume, hey, if it can centralize a lot of value, capital, if it can centralize a lot of phone numbers, anything, right, then we can automatically assume that this thing will come under attack, whether it's a hack or whether it's a government regulatory measure. I think it's safe to assume after 12 to 14 months of something pumping in this market, somebody is going to intentionally try to pump the brakes on it. That's the way I'm looking at this right now. It's kind of crazy seeing it.
Mm-hmm. And Jake Fever just said too, I saw that too right before we got on. China just paused them draws. Hey, did you see the Bank of China? They literally, nobody has liquidity. I was like, all the money just disappears. House of Cards.
I thought it was a crypto. Was it just entire
bank? Bank of China.
Oh, I saw it. I thought it was a crypto story. And I just let it go. I was talking about China.
Bank of China. Yeah, that's literally. They paused them draws as well. And at this point, I think they stormed the central bank. I know they did in Sri Lanka.
Oh wow.
They took over the prime minister's house, and they went to the capital. I mean, we saw Shinzo Abe get assassinated. We saw Boris Johnson step down from the UK. Just step down. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, freezing all cash withdrawals since mid-April.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, again, like I said, it's a huge liquidity crunch across, and these are the big players.
Hey, shout really quick, not to interrupt you. Shout out to Trek with 2Ks. P.S. Huey Wells have been called it since last year. I think the year before, he said governments will start to monitor and restrict capital flight. They'll start to monitor capital flight controls, and they'll start to restrict capital flight in general. We're starting to see that. Yeah,
and somebody just commented too, because I don't know if you saw Canada. Apparently, their telecom for their banks is connected to one source, and that source went down, and banks in Canada had an outage for a while as well. So it seems to be a concerted effort. I think this is coordinated. This is too much. I don't believe it. And come on, man, it just so happened. Nah, I don't believe that. But hey, this is really weird right now. So
just call me L. Said your money is just an entanglement. There it is. So yeah, somebody else said Gemini. So I don't think Gemini's been hacked yet. Somebody says Gemini been hacked. I don't think so. Here's the one thing again. I give Gemini over the majority of the market. Gemini came to this market with money and a reputation. Like, I like people like that. They came here. I feel like they came to this market and this is their primary profession. They really didn't have, like, what was Gemini doing before? What were the Winklevoss twins doing before this?
I don't know, rowing a boat. I don't know.
Yeah, it was investing here and there, like living off Facebook. So I do, to be clear, I do give, I'm not saying those types of people or those businesses are better than people who multitask or come from other professions or anything, but I think there is something to be said for people who come with their own money, or at least this is their main profession. And that's because they care a lot more. And what I mean by that is, like, I think if something happened to Gemini, that will crush them. I literally think that would crush the Winklevoss twins, like definitely crush their reputation, but I think that will crush them. So I think they're the type to damn near prop their own money into this thing to make sure it succeeds before it fails. So that's kind of where I'm at with something like that. The rest of these exchanges and stuff, like Bittrex, Shittrex, when they got started, probably still now, all four of the developers, Bill and I forgot the rest of their names, who also ran the company, but were just literally developers, actually had jobs at the same time. Like, one was working for Google, one was working at another company. They all had jobs. So it was like Bittrex is, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Like, you can't get help half the time because they have work too. So you talk about some of these exchanges, some of these exchange owners, this is only their second or third job. You look at some of the people in this space, like literally who have, essentially started their journey and get all their information from other people who haven't done any of their own research. So, I mean, there's just a few things that kind of separate it. So to me, Gemini is one of those places, not saying it can't happen by any means. You still shouldn't be leaving you the majority on any of these centralized exchanges. But I will at least say, I feel like out of all the exchanges that have come across, including Coinbase with Brian Armstrong, the Winklevoss twins and Gemini have been the most, to me, front-facing public figures of an exchange that you can actually get in touch with them. You can contact them. You can see them out and about at parties and shit. Like, you can't do that with any other exchange I can think of right now. What about you?
Nah, not that I know of. They go missing. Brian Armstrong ain't coming out in public. None of these other exchanges as well. So yeah, shout out to Winklevoss twins.
Yeah, so far they've been doing pretty good. All right, last few comments of the day. You got anything Bitcoin say?
Nothing for me. Like I said, just a lot of stuff going on in the world. Protect your neck.
Great message. Of course, make sure you all are checking out the masterclass. Now is a great time to learn. Let's see. Gemini, JG Wentworth said Gemini equals the Cardano of centralized exchanges. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I don't get it. Why are they the Cardano of exchanges? I don't get that one. Just inform you, said Cardano doesn't have a product. At least Gemini works. You guys are hilarious. One thing I will say about Gemini too, I have mentioned it before. I will be fair. I don't think Gemini works. If you don't do a lot of capital transactions, it might not work. I will say that. That's the one knock on them. I don't think they want to deal with anyone that isn't. Put it like this: when the feds come knocking for Gemini, I think they want to make sure their client base got their back too. But y'all got some paper for us too, right? All right, ain't just.
Well, they was working. They was working with the regulators. Remember, they were like, "Yeah, please give us regulation. We want to work with you all." So they've been nice.
They thought they wanted to until they got smacked too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Other than that, that is the show for today. Again, last but not least, as we talk about all these centralized exchanges, make sure you check out iCoinTechnology.com. Get this iCoin hardware wallet 50% off until the 15th, end of this week. So we'll be pumping this all week. Again, iCoin wallet's $199 to $99, and the wallet and printer bundle is going from $249 to $175. Again, this is iCoinTechnology.com. And of course, we are promoting these wallets at a perfect time as we see everything that's happening with these centralized exchanges. And for all you who want to be one of the cool kids, as you can see here, Wiz Khalifa is an official ambassador of iCoin Wallet, as well as Verizon Wireless is being an official partner. So check them out. You can also get them in the Verizon Wireless store, or you can go straight to their website at iCoinTechnology.com and get one of those hardware wallets. Hold all your Ethereum and Bitcoin keys. Of course, it has a mobile app and it's air gap, which means iCoin Wallet is never connected to the network itself, an internet network. So check that out. Again, this is an American company too. So shout out to iCoin Technology. With that being said, make sure you smash that like and share, and we will see you all tomorrow with some more news. Cheers.
Cheers.